Level 1. The devshirme boy. You are 8. An Ottoman official rides into your village in the hills of Bosnia once every few years, and this year he stops at your family's door. He measures your height against a wall, checks your teeth, asks your father your age twice to see if the answer changes. Your mother presses a small carved wooden spoon into your palm before the cart takes you and says nothing, because there's nothing left to say that won't make it worse for both of you. Level 2. The Asemiolana. You are 10. You are given a new name, a new language, and a new god in that order, inside a training school outside Istanbul run by a silent overseer named Hassan. You work the Sultan's gardens 12 hours a day, carrying stone until your palms split and reharden. Hassan never explains why the labor matters. Years later you understand. A body that can carry stone without complaint can carry a shield line the same way. Level 3. The Yamak. You are 15. You're posted to kitchen duty in your Orta's barracks, and here you learn the thing no manual states outright. The copper cauldron your unit eats from is not just a pot. It is the soul of your company, older than any man currently serving beside it. You polish it every night until you can see your borrowed name in the surface, and you still don't fully understand why until the night you watch older soldiers argue with the Sultan's officer, standing between him and the cauldron like it's something worth dying to protect. Level 4. The Nefer. You are 18. You're issued a matchlock musket, a sword, and the felt cap with the wooden spoon holder built into it. You slide your mother's spoon into it the first morning, and nobody asks why because half the men beside you carry something similar from a life before this one. Your first battle is against a Hungarian relief column near Belgrade. The noise arrives before your mind catches up to it. You fire, reload, fire again, and afterward your hands won't stop shaking even though nothing touched you. Level 5. The Oda Leader. You are 22. 8 men in your chamber now answer to you before they answer to anyone else. One of them, a boy from Albania named Besem, keeps giving away his rations to buy favor with older soldiers and starves himself quietly by the 4th week of every month. You don't report him. You sit with him and explain that his hunger becomes the whole chamber's weakness in formation, and he stops. Level 6. The Bolukbasha. You are 27. You command a full company now, and your decisions get written into ledgers that outlast you. During a winter campaign in Moldavia, a supply convoy is 3 days overdue, and your men are eating half rations. You requisition grain from a garrison 2 valleys over without waiting for permission, and you're right. And being right quietly becomes the only kind of protection a man in your position actually has. Level 7. The Korbacha. You are 33, colonel of your regiment, and the cauldron that once seemed like a strange old superstition to a 15-year-old kitchen boy is now legally, formally, yours to command. Every man's loyalty in this regiment runs through that pot before it runs through you. When a new sultan's tax policy cuts pay mid-campaign, you watch your own men debate overturning the cauldron in the courtyard, and you understand for the first time that you now stand on the side of that decision that has to answer for it either way. Level 8. The Segbanbaşı. You are 38. You command the Sultan's personal guard rotation and stand close enough to imperial politics to watch how quickly gratitude curdles into suspicion at that level. A rival officer accuses your regiment of hoarding grain during a lean season. You produce your own ledgers, kept obsessively since the Moldavian winter, and the accusation dies in front of the Grand Vizier's own advisors. You've learned that surviving up here requires proof of everything, always, before anyone asks. Level 9. The Kul Kethudası. You are 44, second in command of the entire corps, and your world becomes almost entirely paperwork, garrison assignments, and the quiet management of 40,000 men's grievances before they become something louder. A young Chorbachi comes to you furious about a delayed payment, ready to let his men overturn their cauldron in protest. You don't order him to stand down. You get him his money in 6 days and let him keep his pride intact because you remember exactly what that furious certainty felt like at his age. Level 10. The Janissary Corps. You are 49, Commander-in-Chief of the entire Janissary Corps, and the Imperial Seal naming you arrives the same week your regiment marches to Vienna. Standing before 5,000 men at dawn, watching a Sorbacher raise the regimental cauldron to overturn it in protest of a broken supply line, you don't reach for authority. You reach into your cap, where a small wooden spoon has ridden through 41 years and every rank you've held, and you walk forward to speak to your men not as their commander, but as the boy who once had nothing else of his mother's left to carry.